All right. Who used a credit card in the last 24 hours here? Wow. At this point in the game, who will absolutely, no matter what I say, will not raise your hand? A few of you. Thank you for being honest. Okay. This tool right here, this product, is what will take our company to 200 billion market cap in the next 1 to 2 years. Right here, this one. This product is the bridge. Is the bridge between old school and new school. Okay? Between an old debt-based system to a new wholesome asset class system. This right here. The K Merchant is available now, okay? And there are a series of training videos that are available for you, for your teams to plug into. I just want to say to you, I want to share what's on my heart as a field leader and as somebody who, one of my specialties, okay, one of my strengths is implementation, is taking a vision and being able to implement it into an organization. That's one of my strengths. And one thing that all of the leaders across Carrot Bars, we are in sync with this. And I would be doing them and you a dishonor if I didn't say this to you. We, as a field, want to test this system. Test it in the field, okay? We want to run hundreds of millions of transactions in this system in the next 6 months, okay? So that by 2020, we can take this to the world, okay? In a really big way, okay? How are we going to test this system with hundreds of millions of transactions? Easy. How many of you in the room right now accept payments? So stand up if you do. If you have a business and you accept payments. Okay, so look around the room. We've got about 10% of the room right now, maybe a little more, that is currently accepting payments. Thank you. Right now in Carrot Bars, we've got about 100,000 active affiliates. Where's Mr. Hugh Paul? Stand up, sir. All of them are in this gentleman's organization. Thank you. Thank you for all the work you've done, for all the years that you've put into Carrot Bars, for helping to launch this message to the world. Hugh Paul, it's so wonderful to have you in the room, truly. It's an honor and a blessing. Thank you. So yes, there are 600,000 affiliates in Carrot Bars. About 100,000 are active right now. Take 10% of that number. That's 10,000 active business owners. Average, Dylan, how many transactions a month do you take with credit card? Average.
I'd probably say about $7,000. 7,000
transactions?
Oh, transaction-wise, about 200, I think.
200?
Yeah.
Who else? Who else stood up? Sunny?
Yeah.
How many transactions average?
About
20,000. 20,000, so how many transactions?
Around 20.
20, okay, a higher ticket item, yeah. Who else is currently taking transactions? Yes, sir?
50.
About 50, okay. So if we've got 10,000 active business owners, and let's just take a very small number, okay? Let's take 50 transactions average a month that we can run through this system. That's 5 million transactions a month that we can run through this system with our current Karatbars affiliates. Do you follow me? This is so very important that we scale this rollout. So very important, everybody. We must put the horse before the cart. We must be able to test, this system. We must be able to allow also the company to really staff up the customer support, because you and me are affiliates. We can deal with maybe a missed email or having support maybe get back to us after a week or not. Okay, we can deal with that, but a business owner will not. And we have one opportunity to take this to the market, okay? One opportunity to make a really good impact. Are you guys with me on this?
Oh.
Okay? Ow! Oh. Who is owing out there? Ow! Huh?
There's always one in the village.
Yeah, because ow is gold, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so right now, what's so important is that those of you that are business owners and that are accepting payments, that you get on board and that you start to redirect your credit card payments through the Karat merchant, okay? Let's take a look at what the options are. First of all, accept crypto payments with a simple scan. Secure payment gateway. This will create multiple point of sales for you. Whether you own an online business, whether you accept payments online right now, maybe you're accepting PayPal for some of your services, maybe you work with other platforms accepting payments, or maybe you have a shop, an actual real shop. You can use this platform. You sign up once and you can create multiple point of sale, okay? Online, offline, right through a very, very simple back office dashboard. One-click payment, okay? You can set up your own payment link. So you can set up a store if you have a lot of products that you sell, okay? Or if you have a service that you offer, you can set up your own link that accepts payments for your service, okay? You can already have pre-set up links. Maybe you have a service that offers, I don't know, massage, and you charge $100 an hour. So for a 2-hour massage, $200. Maybe you are a car, you want a car lot, okay? And you want to sell a vehicle. You have used vehicles between 5 to 10,000. You have new vehicles between 20 to 50,000. You can set up multiple links, payment links, to accept payments. You can also set up a store. So if you have a lot of different products you're offering, you can set up a store with all of your products, and people can come in. They can view already on your website what you have to offer. With one click, they can pay you with cryptocurrency, okay? The crypto that we are accepting now is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and KBC. Those three, okay? Very soon, as we continue forward, we will add more and more coins. Right now, the top ones, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and KBC as a method of payment, okay? I was at a crypto conference not too long ago. How many of you have heard of Acapulco? Yeah? So great, great conference. I highly recommend it. Next year, it happens every February in Acapulco. The technologies that are coming out on blockchain are absolutely mind-blowing. But you know what is even more mind-blowing? Is that there are millions of people in the world who are living strictly off of cryptocurrency. They do not use credit cards. They do not use fiat currency anymore because they don't have to. There are some larger retail establishments that accept cryptocurrency. You know that you can buy homes right now with cryptocurrency. You can buy cars right now. You can book travel right now with cryptocurrency. You can already Google if you're going into a city and find, where you can get to a nearest ATM and be able to cash in a little bit of your cryptocurrency to be able to live and operate, in the city that you're in, okay? Our K-merchant system will take that to an entirely new level. Because the reason, okay, there's estimated, and it's hard to know, okay, there's no real statistic that you can go out and find out how many people in the world own cryptocurrency. If you had to guess, what would you guess? 7%? 7%? 5%? 1%? Okay, 7 billion people in the world. So what's 1% of 7 billion? 70 million? Yeah. It's really hard, there's no statistic, but what there is a statistic, we can see how many wallets, okay, are open, Bitcoin wallets. But again, that's not a true statistic. There's about 153 million Bitcoin wallets. Now some of those wallets contain a few pennies worth of currency. Some contain millions in currency. But 153 million. Now here's the problem. Why are there not more merchants that are accepting payments from 153 million people around the world? Thank you. Say it again. Volatility?
No ecosystem.
Correct. Okay. Volatility. We saw what happened to Bitcoin this year, to all the altcoins, all the coins this year. Okay? Somebody accepts a payment today, running through our banking system. How many of you have seen your payment stuck for 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 7 days? Okay, before they reach you, before they reach your bank account. In the meantime, can you afford to lose 2%, 3%, 5%, 10% on your money? Some businesses will go out of business if they lose 5%, okay? They're already paying 2-3% for the actual credit card fee, but on top of that, if they lose through the volatility of the cryptocurrency, so merchants have been resistant, okay, to cryptocurrency payment systems. What our system does that's so very powerful is that it incorporates instant payment in whatever currency the merchant chooses. So if that merchant is here in the UK, in London, and they want to accept pounds, I can pay them in KBC, and they can receive that payment right away on their dashboard in pounds, okay? If they want to receive it in Bitcoin, I can pay them right away. They can receive it in Bitcoin. So every merchant chooses how they want to accept the payment. That is a big, big, big solution to the problem of volatility. Would you agree? Yeah. Okay. Now, when our blockchain gets released, we will then also transact in gold, cash gold. But right now, what is KBC? Is it not gold? KBC does have a value of gold. Okay, the KBC coin is 10 cents today. Is there 10 cents of gold backing the coin yet? No. But it does have a stability to it because it has a backing in gold. And if you study the charts of the KBC, you'll see that over the last year, our KBC coin is probably the only coin that has consistently grown over the past year. It's done this, okay? While others have done this. So people are wanting stable coins. And the next evolution of cryptocurrency is about bringing stable coins to the market. We are ahead of the game with a stable coin backed by gold and a payment system to help circulate that coin. Because understand, right now we're at the beginning stages of the development of our currency. Right now is the best time to get involved in our currency. The people who bought this at half a cent today are 100 times ahead. The people who buy today, in the next 6 to 12 months, will be 5,000 plus ahead. So it's still early. And when it's early, that's the time to get in. But that's the formation of the currency. The way we take this around the world is through this, right here, our payment system. So what are the advantages to the merchant? Number one, free and easy integration with a simple plugin. Free. No cost to the merchant to set up the payment system. No fees. We were at a team event, a breakout event in Dubai. This restaurant that we were in is a very popular restaurant, a Syrian restaurant, delicious cuisine. They do about 30 million a year in credit card transactions. 30 million. All I had to tell the owner of that restaurant is if I could show you how to save over $500,000 a year in transaction fees, would you be open to looking at this? He's like, open? Where is it? Let me do it. Okay? $500,000 a year. Now those are a lot of transaction fees. But no fees. What's the average that merchants spend on fees with credit cards?
Bloody hell. I spend about 60 to 70 quid a month.
60 to 70 quid, so that's maybe about 2%, 3%?
Yeah.
Okay?
2%.
Who uses PayPal
Me.
to accept payments?
Yeah.
Okay, 3%, 4% with PayPal. So what if zero fees
Amazing.
for you to accept payments? Is that a good thing? Absolutely. Zero instant payment to your account. The moment you accept payment, instantly that payment is transferred to your dashboard. And then it's up to you to connect your bank account to your dashboard. And then with a click of a button, you send your payments to your bank, okay? Right from your dashboard. Now, if you choose to keep those payments partially or wholly in cryptocurrency, you never have to send it to your bank, okay? So we're showing merchants how to turn their transactions into assets, okay? Every single transaction that goes through this system increases the value of our currency. Do you get that? Every single transaction that goes through this system increases the value of our currency. So does it behoove a merchant to maybe put a little bit aside in KBC coin? Okay? They can accumulate KBC coins through transactions. How powerful is that? Multiple POS, we talked about that for your location, decentralized and borderless payments. Every transaction builds your assets. No risk, no chargebacks, and no fees for standard or high risk payment processing. One of the biggest problems that merchants face are chargebacks. When you can show them how to pay zero fees to accept payments, to build their assets with every single transaction, and to have zero chargebacks, guys, it's a done deal. It's an absolutely done deal. Do you see that?
Absolutely.
What are the advantages to the customer? Because every single merchant now Yes, they are enticed, knowing that we have a community of almost 1 million people, that we can run some transactions, through their establishment. But the key is not our community. The key is the merchant's customer base. That's who we want to get to. So what are the advantages for the customer? Well, are owning cryptocurrencies good? Why do people own cryptocurrency?
Decentralized payment.
To get away from fiat currency. Some people own cryptocurrency because they are enticed that they can get rich. People own cryptocurrencies because it's convenient. It's borderless. How many of you travel with more than 10,000 euros or pounds in your pocket or in your wallet at any given time? How many of you own, you don't have to put up your hand, but you know what I'm getting at, over 10,000 euros or pounds in cryptocurrency, maybe more, and you're traveling the world and it's easy. Now, how frustrating is it to know that you have money and that you can't access your money? Is this frustrating? I tell you, to try to get to a bank machine and they restrict you how much you can actually take out any time. To try to use credit cards and they restrict you to how much you can spend at any given time. To be traveling abroad with your family and you're restricted to how much money you can bring with you across the border. Cryptocurrency solves those problems. It brings back true power to the people. So, cryptocurrencies are good. Convenience. Money is not subject to inflation. Sean explained that beautifully to us today. You cannot print or issue more coins. Okay? Our KBC coin, 12 billion coins issued. Our KCB coin, 50 billion coins issued. When we do a hard fork, we'll burn whatever's left. We'll probably have 20 to 30 billion coins. Okay? We cannot issue more coins. That's it. So, as more and more people own this currency, what happens to the value of the currency? It goes up. Okay? Governments cannot take it away. We have to take personal responsibility, guys. This is one of the things about owning cryptocurrency is that we need to become very, very stealth in protecting our coins. Things like being in an open Wi-Fi area, that's scary stuff, especially when you're accessing wallets. Giving away your private key information to someone. Again, not that they would want to go and do harm to you, but now they become an exposure, okay? Little things like this is very, very important. We are our own bank. We've been used to relying on banks to protect our money. All we do is just go into a bank, here's a paycheck, here's some money, they put it away for us. They invest it for us. They keep it safe for us. We just go access someone we need it. Well, now you are your own bank. You can multiply your assets by holding them, trading them at the right time, investing them at the right time. But you're also responsible to secure them. And it breaks my heart beyond words, okay? When I hear about stories of, people in our community that have been hacked. Unfortunately, this is a problem. Who's ever had a burglary in their homes? Who's ever had somebody enter their home and steal? Yeah, I have 3 times. And the people were watching year after year after year, 3 times in 5 years, we had, pretty much cleaned out. So it is a real problem. But it's important for us to identify the problem. Don't be scared of the problem. Okay? When you are in front of it and you understand what it is, then you just take the right measures to protect your assets, okay? So that's where our phone comes in, by the way, okay? Because our phone will have all the security and the privacy so that it'll be near impossible to be hacked. But again, you must take care of those private keys, okay? Now, so it is a good thing for customers, a great thing for merchants, assets and not debt-based transactions, anonymous payment for your purchase, and lowest payment fees on the market. There's so many things that really, really will propel this forward. We here as a community, we give it the head start. We give it the boost, okay? Once we can take 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 success stories to the market, I want you to understand this will go viral. Viral. Every transaction increases the value of our coins. How many of you want to know how to get paid from this thing? Couple people?